Very warm welcome to the Trading Bell Show. Tonight we are at ICIFA, that's the Institute for Certified Financial and Investment Analysts, and we'll be speaking to the CEO, that's Diana Muriuki, and she'll be enlightening us about everything else about the mandate and of course enlightening you and I about where to get sound investment advice. That comes right after her profile. FA Diana Muriuki joined ICIFA as the Chief Executive Officer and Secretary to the Council on 1st November 2018. She has over 13 years' experience in the financial services industry, having worked at Actuarial Services East Africa Limited. She previously served as a Senior Manager Investments at Actuarial Services Limited, where she excelled in previous investment specialist, consultant and analyst assignments. During her tenure at Actuarial Services, she was instrumental in establishing processes and business relationships that enhanced business development. She has also served as investment officer and head of member services at Arima Fund Limited. She has a deep understanding and knowledge of the investment industry, having provided investment advisory services to numerous pension schemes in Kenya. She is a member of the Institute of Certified Investments and Financial Analysts, ICIFA, and the Chartered Institute for Securities and Investments, CISI. She holds a Master's of Science in Finance, a Bachelor's of Economics and Statistics both from the University of Nairobi, and a Graduate Diploma in Actuarial Science. Thank you so much, Diana, for coming, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you too, Maina. Thank you.
You know, rarely in this industry do we have a chance to talk to a captain who is a lady, and so it's a pleasure to really have you once again and just to welcome you right here on the Trading Bell Show. And the first question that I want to ask you is purely about your mandate, because it's been about 5 years, 10 months, I think we spoke that on the side, but you've been in existence even longer in different forms. And so just to enlighten Kenyans and people who are watching, what is your mandate as ICIFA?
Okay, thank you first of all, Maina, for having me. Yeah. And don't forget the FA Diana Muriuki Maina.
Yes.
we have to advocate for FA being Absolutely. The designatory letters for full members of the institute.
And FA stands for Financial Analyst,
Financial
right?
Analyst,
Excellent.
yes,
Okay,
exactly. Thank you, Maina.
Yeah.
So the Institute of Certified Investment and Financial Analyst, ICIFA, was established under the Investment and Financial Analyst Act, which was enacted on 8th December 2015. So as you have said, it's been around 5 years, 10 months since the enactment of the Act. So we can see that ICIFA has been in existence since then. However, it has existed as a professional body for investment and financial analysts since 1997. Okay. But it has transformed, it has changed brands, it has changed names, and now we are happy that we have an Act of Parliament. We are mandated by law to regulate the investment and financial analysis profession in Kenya. For all certified investment and financial analysts, both in private and public practice. And we also have the mandate of registering and licensing certified investment and financial analysts also in public and private practice in Kenya. So that is our main mandate.
Okay, excellent. Yes. Just from what you've spoken, does it mean that anybody outside there, because I promised them in the promo, anybody outside there who is seeking to get advice, be it in investments, finance matters, it would be best for them to ask the people who are advising them whether they have been certified under ICIFA?
Yes, exactly. It's very important because under Section 20 of the Investment and Financial Analyst Act, it states that no person shall practice as a certified investment and financial analyst unless they are registered. And there's even a penalty, a fine for persons who are practicing and they do not have a license or registered by ICIFA. They're liable to be fined a fine of 500,000 Kenya shillings if they are found practicing. And practicing as a certified investment and financial analyst mainly involves providing investment advice to the public. It also involves doing any investment and financial analyst work, anything related with investment management, investment banking, stock brokerage. If you're in any investment department, it is important that persons who are in these particular departments or who are doing any investment and financial analysis work, they require to be registered and licensed by the Institute of Certified and Investment, the Institute of Certified Investment and Financial Analysts.
Excellent.
Yeah.
There you have it. So just don't go to people who are not certified. I would like to hear from you. Of course, those are quite a number of good years. Are there some key milestones you would mention, one or two that you have achieved so far? I know there could be a number, but just one or two?
First and foremost is membership growth. We have seen tremendous growth in the number of members that we have registered and licensed as investment and financial analysis professionals. And we are now getting closer to the 1,000 mark. Back in 2015 when starting, there were around 100 persons who are registered as investment and financial analysts, but now we're getting towards the 1,000 mark. Yes, and we're seeing a lot of traction. We're seeing more people more people registering as a certified investment and financial analyst, because there are requirements for one to register as an investment and financial analyst by ICIFA, and they need to have completed the certified investment and financial analyst course offered by CASNEB. Depending on the category of membership, if you complete the certified investment and financial analyst course without any years of experience, you can join as an associate member. If you have more than 3 years of experience with a certified investment and financial analyst course, you can join as a full member. And for practicing, you need at least 4 years of experience, and you must be a full member of the institute. We also have fellows, and these are persons who have really contributed to the growth, the industry of the profession, and this is just dependent on the council's appointment. So as you can see, we are seeing a membership growth. There we as being a key milestone, and as we continue to grow also, you see, we are also aiming to empower the public in general, because the more we have, the more investment professionals there are, the more we expect that our neighbor, whoever who we can talk to, we can be able to create awareness about making wise investment decisions. So that's why I'm saying it's a critical milestone. And we hope it to continue to grow. So that is one of the key milestones. Another milestone is on our continuous professional development programs. Of course, for our members, it's a professional body. We expect our members to offer services above and beyond a normal person, because we all know the word pro means you're meant to be very good at what you do. And by being very good at what you do, you require professional development. You require to enhance your professional skills. And that is why we are very keen at ICIFA to ensure that all our members achieve a minimum requirement of the continuous professional development. The credits, call them credits, dependent on the hours on an annual basis. So that is a key milestone that we have been able to achieve. We were able to implement a mandatory CPD requirement, the continuous professional development requirement. We're able to have it in place since 2019, mandatory for all our members. And we have, we are also grateful for the COVID, what happened last year, because it enabled us to adapt and to be agile, to also provide online training solutions in order to continue to enhance the professional development of our members. So we have CPD programs, both online through training.icifa.co.ke. And by the way, some of these programs are accessible to non-members who just want to be empowered on emerging issues in the investment. Yes, training.icifa.co.ke, accessible to members and non-members. So we are thankful. That was a milestone that we were able to move quickly, and thanks to COVID, we were able to move quickly on that, aside from the other physical events. So CPD programs are a key milestone. And the other, of course, I'd want to just mention that as ICIFA, we are really keen on ensuring that we collaborate with other partners who have a similar goal in the investment and finance industry. And we have seen a tremendous growth in the partnerships since 2015. And I will say traction started from around 2019, where we have been able to partner with, and we have formal memorandum of understanding with CASNEB, being the examination body of the Certified Investment and Financial Analyst course. We have partnerships with the Capital Markets Authority, with the Nairobi Securities Exchange. We have partnerships with Public Sector Accounting Standards Board. We have partnerships with the Chartered Institute of Securities and Investment. We are also affiliated, actually we are an associate member of the Association of African Securities Exchange Association, actually being the only African professional body, being an associate, because the others are the ones that we all know. There are two others internationally recognized investment and financial analyst professional body, but we are the only African association under ASEA. And we also have, we also are a member of the Association of Professional Societies of East Africa. So you can see partnerships, linkages, we have been able to enhance them, and we continue to enhance our partnerships. We've had partnerships with Konza, Technopolis, in terms of training their evaluation committee on how to make proper evaluation decisions when on investments. And we also have partnerships, understandings, mutual understandings with the Institute of Human Resource Management, just to ensure that employers are keen on employing certified members of ICIFA in their investment departments.
I actually want to look through the second one that you talked about the continuous training that you're doing for your members. And I have a question based on that in your assessment, what is the adequacy of the Kenyan investment and financial analyst in determining emerging issues? And I'm talking about matters ESG, that's environmental, social, and governance, and crypto assets factors in investments. What's the adequacy from your view?
Well, I'm very confident in the adequacy of our members when it comes to emerging issues in the investment and finance industry, as you have mentioned, ESG and the cryptocurrencies, because as I said, we normally conduct continuous professional development programs on a monthly basis. And all of these programs involve emerging issues. We have had several conversations around ESG. Like, I don't expect a member not to know what greenwashing is or what DeFi is. I mean, these are things that we normally converse about during our programs. And as I said, there are several on a monthly basis. We also have conferences that we conduct. And even on our training portal, we have all these programs on emerging issues in the investment and finance industry. So the adequacy, members are set apart to ensure that they are always kept up to date with the emerging issues in the investment and finance industry.
We are right here at ICIFA speaking to the CEO, FA Diana Muriuki Maina, and we're talking about opportunities that you believe financial analysts outside there should leverage on, especially in the scope of the Kenya capital markets. Would you enlighten us on a few?
Okay. The opportunities are so many, they're exponential, especially for our professionals to deepen the capital markets. And first being, we need to encourage local investor activity, the retail investor activity in the capital markets, especially within the Nairobi Securities Exchange. And how we can do this as investment professionals, we can provide investment consultancy, investment advisory services, and I'm very happy that we are about to premiere the ICIFA Investment Show, which aims to create awareness on investment products, which also includes the capital markets products. So that is just a starting point, which will encourage our investment professionals further to spread the word and create awareness of the capital market products and other investment products that will make investors make more wise decisions. So so that is what what our members need to do in terms of what opportunities they need to focus on to deepen the capital markets products. And aside from that, also leverage on technology, because we all rely on data as investment professionals, and therefore embrace technology, because we need it to be more efficient when we are providing investment advice to investors.
Speaking of which, that was actually my other question about technology in the landscape, because we are seeing a lot of things happening. As you say, COVID-19 opened up the opportunity for people to really embrace the technological aspect of even doing their advice and all that. And so my quick question was, from where you sit now as ICIFA, definitely this came as an abrupt to many, not just your industry, but many others. What role do you see technology playing, not just now and even in the future, so that anyone who is watching, not just for the investors, but even all market participants, what can they take out, and from what do you see in the offing as well?
Technology plays a vital role, especially in the investment landscape. Because as I said, we as investment and financial analysts, as investment professionals, we deal a lot with data. And yes, you can handle data without technology, but then there will be inefficiencies with that data. And that's why we're seeing emerging issues coming up, such as big data. We also have the machine learning, we have the artificial intelligence that is coming up. We also have something called deep learning. So you can see all these are key components in ensuring that there is efficiency in the data that we provide to investors as investment professionals. Fair
enough. I'd like you to enlighten us, in terms of what is in the offing. What are we looking at? I know you have now the strategic plan, that is the 2021-2025. What are some of the things that we expect to see in the offing?
Yes. As you have said, we launched the strategic plan in June for the year 2021 to 2025, so it will cover the next 5 years. But I'm very confident that the strategic plan can be able to stand the test of time, even beyond the 5 years, because it focuses on 3 key pillars that are important in the growth of the institute. Our vision is to be the leading institute in the investment and finance profession, and I believe that this plan will take us towards our goal. So it focuses on 3 key pillars. 1 being member value add, member development services. We want, being a member services body, we of course need to ensure that we are adding value to our members. So that is the first key pillar that we will focus on and going forward in the strategic plan. And second is building institutional capacity. We need to ensure that as Secretariat and even as the Council, anyone who's providing services to our members delivers above and beyond. So we build institutional capacity, and aside from that, we're looking at deepening presence nationally and also in the African region, because we believe that the Institute is very critical in wealth creation, and everyone desires to create wealth. Everyone is asking, where can I invest? And being the professional body that is in charge of professions who have these competencies and who are required to uphold the highest levels of integrity when they're providing investment advice, then we feel that this is a key pillar in terms of building institutional capacity, and the last one being building market standards and practices, because we also have a mandate of ensuring that we have professional standards and code of conduct and ethics for our members to ensure that they provide top-notch services to investors and to clients.
Thank you so much, Dana. And so my other question is opportunities that lie ahead for potential investors who are watching. From where you see it, do you see amazing opportunities that lie ahead that people should tap into?
Yes, there are many opportunities, and I could point out the ones that we all know. The capital markets products are investment opportunities for individuals, institutions, governments. We have many other investment opportunities, which I will say, just watch out for the ICIFA investment show, where we'll be discussing all these opportunities for investors. Yes.
Excellent. So Diana, you're one of the few leaders in the industry seated at the helm as a lady, definitely. And the industry is definitely saturated by men. And so my question is two-part. One, how do you navigate through this? And what encouragement do you have for ladies who would be looking up to you and saying, I would want to be the Diana of today?
Okay. Let me encourage the women out there, because for me, I really see myself as the only woman in the room, being a male-dominated industry. For me, I take myself as a professional that I am here because of my competencies and the skills that I have to offer. Mm-hmm. So you don't need to look at yourself like, oh my goodness, I'm the only woman. Because once you start getting those thoughts, it will start making you feel inferior. Mm-hmm. But you'll actually feel like you're at where I am because of my competencies and the skills and the professionalism that I provide, and the qualities, the leadership qualities. So how I grew, I've always been interested in investment. For me, even going back to high school, mathematics has always been my favorite subject. I'm one of those people who even used to wear my favorite uniform when we're doing mathematics exam. I don't know, mathematics has just been my favorite subject.
Wow.
And I used to like what one of the teachers back in the day used to say, mathematics everything, mathematics everywhere. So I knew that even after high school, I would want to go in a field that is purely dependent on mathematics or purely mathematics.
I love how you guys call yourselves FA. You know? So maybe a parting shot to everybody who's watching. I'd like you as well to endear the people who someone there gives advice, needs to get that particular certification. Why is it important for you to be a member? Plus your parting shot.
Okay. It's important for one to be, if you want to practice in the investment and finance industry, actually right now you have no choice, because there's an act of parliament, the Investment and Financial Analyst Act, that requires that anyone who's practicing as an investment and financial analyst requires to be registered by ICIFA. So the starting point, if you have not done ICIFA by custom, you require to do ICIFA by custom, and now that's how you can then you can come and join as ICIFA. Okay. Yes. And to all our investors, I just like to leave with a quote that I like, that be fearful when others are greedy, and be greedy when others are fearful, by Warren Buffett. That is a renowned quote in the investment industry, that don't follow the herd, because we have seen, unfortunately, we have seen a lot of fraudulent investment activities in the market, and it just goes by misleading information, people promising very high returns, a basic due diligence. Well, the 91-day Treasury bill rate is what is considered a proverbial risk-free rate, because the government is not expected to not meet or to default on its obligations. And if you just go to the central bank website and you're able to see the 91-day Treasury bill rate, for example, with 6%, you will know that anyone who is telling me I will give you, say, 30%, that means there's a risk level compared to the considered risk-free rate of 6% that is expected to expose you. So you should expect that you should expect that you will get a very high returns or even negative returns, depending on the promise that who is advising you the investment returns. So just be on the lookout. Don't just rush because of the investment returns. I know that one can work over and above expectations, delivering above investment returns, but make sure you understand what you're getting into. That if, yes, I'm being told I'll be given 30% return in a day, then you should be able to understand that this is the asset class that has been invested in, and will be able to yield that expected return. So one, if it's too good to be true in investment, sometimes it is. And As a parting shot, make sure you understand what you're getting into before you invest. Basic due diligence, but over and above that, always be encouraged to seek advice from an investment professional that is a member of ICIFA.
Wow, there you have it. By the way, Dan, is it good to end by saying that it's always important to know that whenever you invest in any investment has an element of risk as well, isn't it?
Yes, any investment has an element of risk. As I said, the 91-day T-bill rate, I've quoted it as a proverbial risk-free rate because it's an asset class that is provided by the government and it's expected to meet its obligation when it falls due. But there's always an element of risk. It's just that you have to understand that what we normally say as investment professionals, the higher the risk, the higher the return.
And there you have it. That is F.A. Diana Muriuki Maina, the CEO, Institute of Certified Investment and Financial Analysts, telling it as it is. Thank you so much for your valued time. Of course, remember you can always share your feedback on the social media handles appearing at the bottom end of your screen. We look forward to hearing from you. My name is Maina. We'll leave you right now with the markets.